Hello ladies, welcome to this channel where you will learn how to become the best version of yourself. Today we are discussing the 7 habits of highly feminine women. These habits are not just about physical appearance, but also about inner strength and grace. Habit number 1. Embrace your femininity. A highly feminine woman does not try to be someone she is not. She embraces her femininity and is proud of it. She knows that being a woman is a strength, not a weakness. A highly feminine woman does not try to hide or suppress her femininity in order to fit into a masculine mold or societal expectations. Instead, she embraces her femininity and expresses it in a way that is authentic to her. This can manifest in different ways, such as choosing clothing and accessories that make her feel feminine, or pursuing interests and hobbies that align with traditional ideas of femininity. Embracing your femininity also means being comfortable in your own skin and not feeling the need to change yourself to fit in with others. It is about being true to yourself and your own unique sense of femininity. It is important to note that embracing your femininity is not about adhering to a certain standard of beauty or behavior. Everyone's sense of femininity is unique and personal, and it's important to respect that. It is also not about putting down or belittling other forms of femininity, like those who don't conform to traditional gender roles. Embracing femininity is about self-acceptance and self-love. In short, habit number 1 is about embracing your femininity, accepting and being proud of your gender identity as a woman. It's about recognizing that femininity is a strength and not something to be ashamed of or downplayed. Habit number 2. Take care of yourself. A highly feminine woman takes care of herself, both physically and mentally. In terms of physical self-care, a highly feminine woman makes sure to eat a well-balanced diet, get enough exercise, and get enough sleep. She also takes care of her appearance, whether that means regularly grooming herself or indulging in a beauty routine. By taking care of her physical health, a highly feminine woman is able to maintain her energy and confidence, which in turn enhances her femininity. Mental self-care is also important for a highly feminine woman. She takes time to relax and recharge, whether that means practicing mindfulness, meditating, or indulging in a hobby. She also makes time for social connections and self-reflection, which help her understand herself better and make meaningful changes. Taking care of oneself also includes seeking professional help if needed, whether it is therapy, counseling, or medical treatment. A highly feminine woman does not shy away from seeking help when necessary and takes responsibility for her own well-being. In short, habit number 2 is about understanding that self-care is not a luxury but a necessity, and taking the necessary steps to maintain physical and mental well-being. It is about valuing yourself enough to prioritize your own health and happiness. Habit number 3. Be confident. A highly feminine woman is confident in herself and her abilities. She is self-assured and knows her own worth. She does not doubt herself or her capabilities, and she isn't afraid to speak her mind or assert herself when necessary. Confidence is not about being arrogant or boastful, but about being comfortable in your own skin and knowing that you have something valuable to contribute. A highly feminine woman is able to express her opinions and ideas clearly and effectively, and she is not afraid to disagree with others or stand up for what she believes in. Being confident also means being able to take risks and try new things without fear of failure. A highly feminine woman is not afraid to step out of her comfort zone and try new things, whether it is a new hobby, a new job, or a new relationship. She knows that failure is a natural part of the learning process and that it is not a reflection of her self-worth. It is also important to note that confidence can be developed and improved. It is not a fixed trait. A highly feminine woman is aware of this and may take steps to improve her self-confidence, such as setting goals, learning new skills, or seeking feedback from others. In short, Habit number 3 is about having faith in yourself, your abilities, and your worth. It is about being comfortable in your own skin and having the courage to express yourself and pursue your goals. It is about valuing yourself and being self-assured. Habit number 4. Be elegant. A highly feminine woman knows how to dress elegantly and carry herself with grace. She knows how to present herself in a way that is both stylish and appropriate for the occasion. Being elegant does not necessarily mean always dressing in designer clothes or following the latest fashion trends. It is about having a sense of style and knowing how to put together an outfit that flatters your body and makes you feel good about yourself. It is also about understanding the dress code and dressing appropriately for the occasion. Elegance also extends to nonverbal communication and body language. A highly feminine woman carries herself with grace and poise. She has good posture and makes sure to maintain eye contact, smile, and use appropriate gestures when communicating. It is also important to note that elegance is not just about appearance, but also about manners and etiquette. A highly feminine woman knows how to act in social situations and is familiar with common manners and etiquette, such as proper table manners, addressing people with respect, and showing gratitude. In short, habit number 4 is about understanding the importance of presentation and how to present yourself in a stylish and sophisticated way. It is about having a sense of style and knowing how to dress appropriately for the occasion, and also about manners and etiquette. It is about showing respect and consideration to others and being aware of your nonverbal communication and body language. Habit number 5. Be a good listener. A highly feminine woman is a good listener. She pays attention to what others are saying and is genuinely interested in what they have to say. She is empathetic and compassionate towards others. Being a good listener means not only hearing the words that are spoken, but also understanding the underlying meaning and emotions behind them. A highly feminine woman is empathetic and compassionate, and she is able to put herself in the shoes of others. She is also able to provide verbal or nonverbal cues that indicate that she is listening, such as nodding her head or making appropriate facial expressions. Being a good listener also means not interrupting others when they are speaking and allowing them to finish their thoughts before responding. It also means not just listening for the sake of responding, but for the sake of understanding and connection. A highly feminine woman knows how to listen actively, ask open-ended questions, and validate the feelings and perspectives of others. In short, habit number 5 is about being genuinely interested in what others have to say and actively listening to understand their perspectives and feelings. It is about being empathetic, compassionate, and showing respect to others by allowing them to express themselves without interruption. It is about being aware of the power of listening and using it to build connections and understanding. Habit number 6. Be independent. A highly feminine woman is independent and self-sufficient. She knows how to take care of herself and does not rely on others to do things for her. Being independent means not only being able to take care of oneself financially, but also emotionally and mentally. A highly feminine woman is able to make decisions and take actions on her own without relying on the approval or validation of others. She also knows how to set and achieve her own goals and takes responsibility for her own happiness and well-being. Being independent also means having healthy boundaries and knowing when to rely on others for support. A highly feminine woman knows how to ask for help when she needs it, but she also knows how to take care of herself and not become overly dependent on others. It is also important to note that being independent does not mean being isolated or rejecting the help and support of others. It's about being self-sufficient and able to take care of oneself while still having healthy relationships with others. In short, habit number 6 is about being self-sufficient, confident, and capable of taking care of oneself, without relying on others. It is about having a strong sense of setting and achieving goals and taking responsibility for one's own happiness and well-being. It is about having healthy boundaries and knowing when to rely on others for support. Habit number 7. Be positive. A highly feminine woman is positive and optimistic. She sees the good in people and situations, and she is always looking for the silver lining. She is a joy to be around, and she radiates positivity. Being positive means not dwelling on the negative, but instead focusing on the good things in life. A highly feminine woman knows how to look for the silver lining and find the positive in difficult situations. She does not let setbacks or failures get her down, but instead sees them as opportunities to learn and grow. Being positive also means being kind and supportive to others. A highly feminine woman is a good friend and a supportive partner. She knows how to encourage and motivate others. She also has a good sense of humor and knows how to laugh at herself. It is also important to note that being positive does not mean ignoring or denying negative emotions or difficult situations. It is about acknowledging them and working through them in a healthy way and finding ways to see the positive in them. In short, habit number 7 is about having a positive outlook on life and seeing the good in people and situations. It is about being optimistic, joyful, and radiating positivity. It is about being kind, supportive, and having a good sense of humor. It is also about acknowledging and working through difficult situations in a healthy way and finding ways to see the positive in them. Remember, being feminine is not about conforming to society's expectations or living up to a certain standard. It is about being true to yourself, embracing your unique qualities, and feeling confident in your own skin. Thank you for watching, ladies, and I will see you in the next video.